You were never beaten, you were never screamed at, but you were ignored, and sometimes silence hurts more than anything else ever could. Nobody asked how you were doing. Nobody noticed when you disappeared into your room. Nobody checked if you were okay. And after years of that, you stopped expecting them to. You learned something that no child should ever have to learn, that you are completely on your own. And today, that lesson is still quietly running your entire life. These are the silent habits that formed inside you when you had absolutely no one to talk to. And if even 3 of these hit you, I need you to watch this till the very end, because this video was made specifically for you. You talk to yourself more than you talk to anyone else. Not because you are strange, but because you had to become your own best friend. When you were young, there was nobody sitting with you, asking about your day, listening to your fears, celebrating your wins. So your mind built an inner world, a place where you could finally be heard. And now, as an adult, you process everything inside your own head first. You replay conversations. You rehearse what you want to say before you say it. You solve your problems completely alone before even considering telling someone. It feels natural to you. But it only feels natural because you spent years learning that the only person who would never abandon you was you. And the saddest part is that you became so good at being alone that even now, when someone genuinely wants to be there for you, you do not know how to let them in. Asking for help does not just feel hard for you. It feels wrong, like a rule you were breaking, like something shameful. And that feeling was not born inside you. It was built. Every time you reached out as a child and got nothing back, your brain recorded it. Every time you cried and nobody came, your brain recorded it. Every time you needed someone and had to handle it alone, your brain made a decision. Never need anyone again. And now that decision controls everything. You will exhaust every option before asking for help. You will suffer in silence for weeks. You will carry weights that would break other people, completely alone, because needing someone still feels more dangerous than drowning by yourself. You over-explain yourself constantly. Before anyone even questions you, you are already justifying yourself, already giving reasons, already apologizing for simply having a feeling. And this did not come from nowhere. It came from years of not being believed, years of sharing something real and being dismissed like it meant nothing, years of feeling too much in rooms where nobody felt anything at all. So now, you talk too much when you are nervous. You add too many details when you are explaining yourself. You over-justify every decision you make. You are not insecure. You are a child who learned that unless everything was explained perfectly and completely, nobody would ever truly understand you. And you are still trying to make people understand. Here is the one that nobody talks about. You became the person everyone else comes to. The listener. The helper. The one who always has space for other people's pain. And you are genuinely good at it. But the reason you are so good at it is devastating. You know exactly what it feels like to have nobody. So you make absolutely sure that nobody around you ever feels that way. You absorb their pain, their panic, their 3 a.m. breakdowns, because you remember exactly what it felt like when nobody absorbed yours. You give everyone the one thing you never received, and you do it quietly, without ever asking for anything back, because asking for something back still feels completely impossible for you. You feel guilty the moment you open up to someone. It lasts maybe 30 seconds, that rare feeling of being understood, of being seen, of finally saying the thing out loud. And then it crashes instantly. Your brain tells you that you said too much, that you made it weird, that the other person is uncomfortable now, that you are a burden to them. So you pull back immediately. You laugh it off. You say, "Forget it, I am fine," and you go straight back to carrying it alone in silence. This guilt is not weakness. It is a deep scar, built from every single time you were vulnerable and got hurt for it. Your nervous system does not know that things are different now. It is still protecting you from a pain that already happened long ago. And then there is this. You can be in a room full of people who genuinely love you, laughing, talking, present, and still feel like you are standing completely behind glass, watching everything from a distance, disconnected from it all, like everyone else knows something about belonging that you were simply never taught. This is the deepest wound of growing up with no one to talk to. It does not just make you lonely when you are alone. It makes you lonely everywhere you go. Even in your happiest moments, there is a quiet voice that says, "Nobody really knows you. Nobody really sees you. And maybe nobody ever will." And the worst part is that you have learned to smile through it. You have learned to perform okayness so well that people genuinely believe you are fine. But underneath that smile, you are exhausted. Exhausted from pretending. Exhausted from carrying. Exhausted from being strong every single day with nobody ever asking if you need a break. These habits are not flaws. They are proof that you survived something you should never have had to survive alone. But here is what I need you to hear right now. The version of you that built these habits was a child with absolutely no choice. You are not that child anymore. You have a voice now. You are allowed to use it. You are allowed to need people. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to be heard without feeling guilty about it. The fact that you are still here, still watching, still searching for someone who finally understands, that is not weakness. That is the strongest thing about you. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today, and drop a comment below. Because you were never meant to carry any of this alone.